back when you can do that. Oh my God. So many storms, even storming buildings, because why not if you have 20 Templar? That's no reason not to, and it looks like Medevac is going to be healing a lot of nothing. Oh no, CauthonLuck queuing up at all these barracks, has such good SCV production, but just does not have enough units producing structures to take care of it.
The command center forced to lift off and get out of harm's way. CauthonLuck there losing the ability to saturate that gold, really going to set him back a little bit. And CauthonLuck here is running in with 2 Cloaked Banshees, going to start assassinating these probes, but HuK warping in. 4 Stalkers. Does he have an observer nearby to scout this? No, he does not. The Banshees are continuing to do damage, and it looks like Storm landing, but I'm not sure if they're hitting the Banshees. They are just barely, but CauthonLuck is going to get out of harm's way, microing the Banshee out, losing 1, and 1 Banshee remains, and it gets taken out.
To get taken down. So CauthonLuck adding on a lot of barracks. How are his upgrades doing? It looks like CauthonLuck rushes for that +1, but is not getting it in the later stages of the game. Banshees being produced as well to help reinforce this mix, but Templar with feedback do a lot of damage to those Banshees and deny any sort of cloak. And with this many Marines and very few Marauders, it's going to be tough for CauthonLuck to hold off this big gateway army from HuK.
HuK here has a decent supply advantage right now, 141 food over CauthonLuck's 112. He's just controlling the map, and all that CauthonLuck has up his sleeve right now is his air units. He's got 3 ports. He's pumping out these Vikings, but they are going to get caught out of position by the Blink Stalkers, and the Viking, one Viking making it out of there, but the other, his partner, getting taken out.
And it looks like some Immortals getting produced as well from HuK.
The Templar
like
getting taken out.
Wow, very nice play by CauthonLuck, trying to make a little use of those Banshees, but you have to be careful. Blink Stalkers do that. So you always have to be aware of the fact that if you don't have enough cloak, you really cannot engage. CauthonLuck trying to make anything that he can. He's in an extremely awkward position, building more barracks up here on the high ground. Just doesn't have enough space in his main, but he is very low on minerals, so he needs to be careful not to over make unit producing structures.
I really like HuK's unit composition right now, Day. He's got Stalkers, he's got an Immortal at the front leading the charge, and 3 Balls of Fury right there, the Archons. Really has a lot of unit mixture, and he's researching weapons as well as shields level 2. So he's really going to start teching up and upgrading his forces. Meanwhile, 2 dropships coming through the south end towards the main. These are loaded with Marines, Marauders, and in the north, it is going to be a multi-pronged attack from CauthonLuck. How much damage can he do to HuK?
Needs to be careful. He needs to not just get killed by these. Oh no, he loses to the cannons, and it's getting target fired. He's going to lose another one to the cannons. No, barely sneaking out of range. And oh no, another huge storm getting completely shut down. HuK is all over the place, and it looks like this is going to be able to do a little bit of damage, but look at this. This is the last thing that CauthonLuck wanted to see, is HuK streaming in here with a max gateway army, gold expansion also going down in the midst of all this, and there's the Blink just annihilating absolutely everything. CauthonLuck is running out of options rapidly as HuK is just macroing so beautifully.
HuK here pushing forward, forcing all those barracks to lift off. There's just this one last defensive stand, the Alamo for CauthonLuck, but the storm landing down on the Marines and Marauders.
And there's the
GG's
good game
out of game number 2.
Whoa.
1-1 CauthonLuck versus HuK. We're going to a 3rd match.
Well, as it turns out, HD is in fact the lucky co-caster. Whenever he's casting, the games are long and awesome. So the big question on everyone's mind is going to be, what map will CauthonLuck choose? I'm going to ask him, what map will you choose coming up next, because it is a best of 3. We are tied 1-1. This is the semifinals right now. Very interested to see what the results are in the other matches. We have Kiwikaki playing against the mysterious Last Shadow, who came out of nowhere. Very quiet player, doesn't post a lot, doesn't play in a lot of tournaments, and is just annihilating top player after top player. Whoever wins that series will play against the winner of CauthonLuck and HuK, and Steps of War is the choice. I know for a fact that CauthonLuck loves this map.
All right, well, in the last game, I was a little curious why CauthonLuck went for those 3 starports. Really, he could have just continued to pump Marines, Marauders, but the Banshee play, it was slightly effective, but not as much as he wanted it to be.
I will admit, a lot of Protoss players struggle quite a lot with the with the Banshees. I mean, for instance, Tester on Team OGS constantly is so pissed.
He hates Banshees
about Banshees, because if you have good enough control, you can just take out so many workers and do so much damage with them.
What you guys are watching right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the crowd gathered to the left, to the right wing here at the MLG Center, watching StarCraft 2. These people have all been watching all day long, watching the epic games between CauthonLuck and HuK and all the other casts we've been doing all day long. And like Day said, it is going to be here on Steps of War, CauthonLuck as the blue Terran, and HuK is going to be the red Protoss. The countdown has begun. What you guys are looking right now is at HuK's face. He is focused and energized. He has momentum from the previous game. Can he go all the way and take out CauthonLuck here in this third match?
But the thing that's going to be definitely counting against him is that this is going to be a more exaggerated version of what we saw on Xel'Naga Caverns. We have HuK spawning in the bottom left as the red Protoss. In the top right, we have CauthonLuck as the blue Terran. CauthonLuck loved getting that big Marine count and getting the stim out fast and pushing on Xel'Naga Caverns. And on Steps of War, that exact play is also way, way strong.
All right, so here we go. HuK spawning down in the bottom left, and like you said, that play could be very, very strong if HuK, or if the player decides to do that. I'd be interested to see if CauthonLuck is going to stick with his bio play that he's been doing all day long.
You know, a lot of what influences the game is the map. Well, I should actually say that that's what dictates the entire flow of the game is the map. Now, we did see on Xel'Naga Caverns there was a good bit of distance between CauthonLuck and HuK, so that meant that the wide open spaces were kind of nice for CauthonLuck because he could do a little bit of pushing. On Metalopolis, the spaces were a little bit too long for CauthonLuck to be able to push, as we saw, barely wasn't able to pull that attack off. But on Steps of War, I feel like the positions might be a little bit too close for CauthonLuck, because that means that the one basing style of HuK is that much more effective.
Right. HuK can afford to stay on one base for a little bit longer because this map is, of course, a little bit closer. Looks like HuK is going to start working on that SCV, of course, forcing CauthonLuck to pull another SCV out. And like you said, Dave, look for HuK to pull that probe away right as soon as the shields deplete, and HuK is going to allow that probe to regenerate fully.
So there is the refinery going down in the main of CauthonLuck, building at the north one, the far away one, the slightly harder to scout one. HuK hasn't built any gas geyser yet because, again, wait a minute. HuK almost always chrono boosts his probes, but we see no chrono boost being spent at all, and that is actually a very early gateway. HuK playing very unhuckly, getting an extremely fast. Is he going to be chrono boosting Zealots? This is very much so unlike him. If I were CauthonLuck, I would be completely thrown off by this.
And here's the problem. CauthonLuck chose not to wall in on this map, so the Zealots are going to be all up in his base. This could be very, very deadly. And CauthonLuck did move his SCV in. I think he saw the gateway chrono boosting out the Zealots, so he knows that there's going to be some pressure in the next couple of minutes. CauthonLuck choosing to get a tech lab down.
He'll have to get a Reaper if he wants to be able to defend that. Marauder will be good only if he has concussive shell, and he doesn't quite have enough time for that. There, the orbital command does land a mule. This is going to be an extremely intense opening stage. HuK completely surprising everyone here, including us casters, including CauthonLuck, getting this really fast gateway. Look at how late his gas is. HuK never, ever plays like that. And there's the first Zealot marching right in, immediately target firing this Marine, and oh my god, this is a very, very tense position.
Zealots are so good against Marines. CauthonLuck trying to micro the Marine against a Zealot. The Zealot's just careening towards the mineral line to do as much economic damage as possible. The Zealot's going to go straight for the SCV that was injured by the probe earlier, takes it down. Going to take a second SCV down as well, and possibly a third SCV getting trapped in there in the mineral line. This Zealot has done work, and it's going to kill the Marine. The Reaper finally pistoling that Zealot down, but a second Zealot inside the Terran main.
And look, target firing the weakened workers, so good. Taking extra shots on anything he can. We have workers idle for CauthonLuck. He is not prepared for this kind of aggression. And another Zealot coming in for HuK. CauthonLuck is doing his best to micro. There are tons of Marauders and concussive shell coming out, but if he can take out another one, my goodness, this is such a huge, huge lead. 20 workers to 12 at this stage in the game. CauthonLuck now throwing down more barracks.
Thank God for CauthonLuck that he got a Marauder out. That is going to help so much against the Zealots, and concussive shells is almost done as well. That is really going to make the Marauder that much more powerful at holding off the Zealot harass, but the question is, has the damage been done? CauthonLuck at 13 harvesters. He lost maybe about 5 or 6 probes. HuK now transitioning into getting 2 more gateways down. He's got Warp Gate researched as well, so I think he's going to continue to keep that pressure up, but CauthonLuck is moving out across the map.
Oh my goodness, this push just might do a ton of damage to HuK.
And he's expanding.
This could be a completely huge role reversal. CauthonLuck was unable to spend his money. He threw down an expansion. Here comes the Reaper into the main. It's going to see that there are really not that many units out there right now. It's going to try to peek around the back, but these Marauders, I can't believe CauthonLuck has found this timing window. He will be able to do a lot of damage. He needs to start picking off this Marauder, or excuse me, this Stalker right away.
Yeah, the Stalker is the only thing between life and death for HuK right now. If he loses the Stalker to the Marauders, that would be absolutely brutal. But it looks like HuK gets a second Stalker out. That's going to ward away the Marauders. Small, slight timing window there, but it closed right there for CauthonLuck, and he's going to fall back and try to secure this natural.
CauthonLuck now can go back to his usual play. He can get stim. He can get more barracks. Yes, there's an extra barracks going down. Getting supply blocked a little bit. Wow, yes, there's the supply depot starting. He is blocked at 27 of 27 food. CauthonLuck responding by getting a bunker. And HuK did go 3 warp gates. I'm not quite sure how much I like this, but oh, here's the robotics facility again. If there's one player who is the best one baser out there, it would be HuK.
Yeah, he's getting that robotics facility up, going to have 3 gateways and a robo bay. He does have 26 harvesters over 17, so his income's still considerably higher than the Terran player right now. We have Stim Pack being researched for CauthonLuck, which of course is going to make those Marines and Marauders that much more powerful. Not sure what building was canceled there, but it looks like CauthonLuck is going to add on a 3rd barracks.
Wait, he canceled the barracks and then built another barracks. That's not the best play that you could ever do, but I mean that's definitely something that can happen if you are feeling very, very shaken up. I would assume that that's what's going through CauthonLuck's mind right now. And HuK, is HuK actually going to be able to find enough money to expand here? I do not think so. It looks like he's getting an observer just to be safe, not going to be going for big immortal plays.
Yeah, that observer is going to help immensely for HuK because he's going to be able to see what CauthonLuck's up to. Right now, HuK doesn't even know there's a command center down, but he just lost that scouting unit right there, but I think he can assume that the command center is up because he does see the bunker. Meanwhile, 2 Stalkers moving up towards the north. We have a Reaper coming into the Protoss natural, and it looks like these Zealots with proper micro could go down to CauthonLuck, but that Reaper is going to be forced to hop off the cliff and run away.
I think that was going to be a big opportunity for CauthonLuck to scout into the main of HuK, but it looks like he decided to pull back. Does HuK see that Reaper? It looks like, yes, he does. He's going to be able to take that one out. Just more gateway units being made by HuK, and HuK is not making any probes and is saving up Chrono Boost. CauthonLuck, oh no, CauthonLuck is actually going to be able to defend this quite easily as long as he does have stim. And is he going to stim?
Oh.
Will he stim? And there's some great force fields. There's no stim. He should have stim at this point. No, he's seconds before stim's done. It's a huge push. CauthonLuck in a total crisis. He would have been fine with the stim upgrade, but it is only just now completed. And there's the stim going down. More beautiful force fields, and HuK might be able to win the game right here.
HuK right here pushing forward. Great advantage right here, pushing right before the stim finish. He is assassinating all these Marauders and Marines. All the SCVs going down at the natural. 2 sentries just firing away at that barracks, and the Zealots chasing away this final last Marine. CauthonLuck here is in a lot of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he realized that he was in a very, very small window where he could have gotten attacked.
Oh, and an immortal swinging up into the front, and good game. HuK amazingly coming back after that epic game 1, almost losing in game 2, and then getting the decisive win in game 3. That was phenomenal play by HuK to have been able to pull that off. I mean, that really goes to show you that CauthonLuck, if left undisturbed, is unstoppable. In game 1, CauthonLuck was on fire.
Yeah.
But game 2 and 3, when he got a little flustered, it just completely fell apart.
HuK there proceeding forward towards the semifinals, really showing that he's worth his medal. He can definitely play against the best of the best, and he won games 2 and 3 coming back. Great play from HuK, and I really like how he pushed forward and took advantage of the fact that the Terran player didn't have stim ready. It was like 5 seconds away.
5 seconds, and that's all it takes. You always hear us say that 5-10 seconds is a lifetime in StarCraft years, and as we got the chance to see, that was all that helped HuK win that game. So phenomenal timing by HuK. Like absolutely unheard of.
We actually saw a lot of great windows of opportunity from both sides as they pushed forward. Open and close, but that time that window remained open and HuK took advantage of it.
I mean, I am just blown away at this play. That does mean that based on our other semifinal result, we'll see who will play HuK in the winner's bracket final. So for now, we will see you after this short commercial break with more StarCraft 2 action here at MLG.
You may proceed.
Stride shift. My gun